What's up? What's up? What's up with it? Back at you once again with another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. Dago talking that boxing again. What's up with it? Y'all already know what to do when you come in the building. First smash that like button and drop in the comment section. Let me know you in the building. Let's get it. It's finally here. Hey, we got less than a day. It's fight weekend, y'all. Dominique Reeks, what's going down? All the way from that Colchester, England, off in the building. How you feeling today? And like I said, when y'all come in the building, jump in the comment section. Let me know you in the building and hit that like button. That's what's up. That's what's up. I know you ready for this weekend. Silver 2011 off in the building. Salute to you, fam. And man, let me drop a wrench on y'all too. Let me give y'all a wrench. Give me a second. I'm gonna drop that wrench on y'all. Oh yeah, it's time. You know what I'm saying? The wait is almost over. And like I said, when y'all come in the building, jump in the comment section. Let me know you in the building and let me know where you coming from. Yeah, man. I'm on earlier. This my normal time now. This my normal time now. I had to switch it up. Like I said, I couldn't come on. I was missing too many days because I couldn't come on, later on in the afternoon like I had been coming on. A lot of times I'm not able to get on at that time. So yeah, this the new time. I know people was used to me coming on later in the afternoon, but they'll catch on. I know in the UK, you in the UK, so that's a lot better for you. Like I said, we gonna get the show started soon. I'm just giving people a chance to let them know I'm on. I'm in the building. We gonna get it popping. And hit my like button before we get the show started off. Hit my like button. Before I get it started, let me drop y'all I'm gonna drop y'all some wrenches. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and get the show started. If you come in the building late, you just come in the building late. It is what it is. Man. So, it's fight weekend. We damn near here. We almost here. It's fight weekend, man. What's good with it? Money Brown TV off in the building. Let me bring my partner Money Brown TV off in the building. Let me bring him on. And like I said, we're going to get the show started. Let me get him off in here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see. There you go, Money. The link is dropped. So yeah, it's fight weekend, Let my boy Money come off in the building. Mr. Sheldon, Jacktown, Mississippi. What's good? Mr. Sheldon off in the building. And y'all hit the like button. Like I said, it don't make no sense for you to be in here and not hit the like button. Hit the like button. Shit, it's fight weekend. What you mad at? Like my partner say, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you mad for? So yeah. So we here. Man, finally, we got Terence Crawford. Finally, we've been talking about it for the longest time. We've been talking about, is him and Kell Brook really gonna fight? And it's finally here. It's finally here. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited. We ain't seen the man in the ring, in shit damn near a year. I think it was December, since Crawford last fought. And he finally here. Curtis Anderson off in the building. What's good with you, family? We finally here. So we gonna talk about this fight with T Bud Crawford in the special one. Charlotte Brane. My Charlotte Brane. Kell Brook, the special one. We gonna see Kell Brook, be special? Is he still the special one? Is Kell Brook the special one still, or is he the washed up one? The you know what I'm saying? The chocolate brownie that once was. So we gonna find out. Mr. Sheldon says Crawford finna whoop the sleeves off of Kell Brook. Hey, we'll find out. Deacon 305 in the building. What's popping? And get them likes all the way up for real. Yeah, Money. I sent the link. So we just waiting on you. So yeah, John Page, what's good with it? Off Batman off in the building. Here you go. Money Brown TV, what's happening?
What's
That
going
boy
on, bro? What's going
money.
on, man?
Oh man, you already know. Same shit, different day. You know what I'm saying? Same pimp suit, just reheated.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Fix this little camera up. Yeah, so man, how you feeling today, money?
Oh, you know me, man. I ain't gonna never complain. Still got a heavy heart over my cousin, but shit, life goes on. Know what I mean? Gotta
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
pushing, bro.
And you know, y'all go support my man Money Brown. You know, he just lost a close, dear family member of his, you know. So y'all know how that is, you know, you lose a loved one.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, he's still here. So y'all make sure y'all go support.
Big facts.
Yeah, yeah. So man, finally, we finally got it. We here, you know, we finally got the announcement that you know we've been going back and forth on for a long time. Is Terence Crawford really gonna fight Kell Brook? Is Terence Crawford gonna fight in the year 2020? And we here. What you gotta say, money?
For us, Bud and Kale,
Yeah, yeah. How you feel about that fight?
man, I like it, bro. Like I say, it's another nice fight in and out the year. You know what I mean? It could have been Bud and some motherfucker we didn't know. Could have been one of them other European cats. You know? Yeah, we want the Thurmans and the Porters. You know, the Danny's for him to step up to and the Earls and things like that. But Kel is still a solid name, bro. A lot of people look at Kel and they go off of what Earl did to him, they go off of what Triple G did to him, which I don't knock, you know what I mean? But in both fights, he was fighting his ass off. You know what I'm saying? He got his shit broken in the Triple G fight, fighting his ass off, you know, went out on the shield. A lot of people say he bitched out. I don't think so. You know, going up against Earl early on, holding his own in that bitch. You know, EJ got the breaking his ass down, breaking the eye socket. People say he bitched out. I don't think he bitched out. Sometimes you gotta do what's best for your career. Now, if he'd continue to fight and Earl knocked his motherfucking eyeball out his head, then they'd say a different thing. So you gotta do what's best for your career. After Earl though, you know the man ain't done nothing but won. He been fighting at 154 for the last 3 years, but the man ain't did shit but won. You know what I'm saying? He on 3 fight win streak. People say, well, the competition ain't been that stiff. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? He got confidence going into this fight. He beat Michael Sarafa, if I'm saying his name right, Cepeda.
I
Michael
think
Cepeda.
it's the Rafa.
He beat Jeff Horn if I'm not mistaken. But he got 3 fights on his belt. I mean 3 wins on his belt. So that means he fought from the Earl Spence loss. Let's just say that to where you ain't dwelling on it, which is always gonna be in the back of your head where you want your rematch and shit like that. And he pushed up on Earl trying to get the rematch. So man, he been looking for a big fight. You know, he spoke to Bud. They had their little words and they made that bitch happen, man. So I'm looking at the fight as a very competitive fight, man. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, Kel this, Kel that. I see Kel going in there holding his own. And like I say, I don't think he gonna get stopped. I think he gonna go 12 rounds. I feel like he'll go in there, do what he got to do, get his ass in shape to make 147. You know what I mean? He had enough time, and you signed that contract, so you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You got to make them sacrifices. So it's gonna be one hell of a fight, bro. I do got Bud winning the fight. Let's not get this shit misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? But I got Kel early on, first 4 to 5 rounds, making it competitive. Might even make a round after 7 competitive, but I feel like once Bud, decode his ass and start figuring out what he like to do, he start picking him apart because he got to be on his back foot. You know what I'm saying? In this fight and start boxing, which you go sit down with him at times. But he ain't gonna just stand and bang it out with Kell Brook, because Kell still can crack. Coming from 154 too, he still can crack. So it's gonna be entertaining, bro. Like I said, it's another big ass fight leading out to 2020. You know, the end of 2020 been on fire. Starting in September, this shit is gonna be on fire, going all the way out to 2021. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna complain at all. I like it. Another big time fight. I got Bud winning. Probably 8-4. You know what I'm saying? But maybe 9-3, 8-4, somewhere around that mark. But I'm looking forward to Kell Brook going to this bitch making it competitive, bro. Understanding the opportunity of becoming a world champion, fight arguably the number one pound for pound fighter, and putting your name back out there. Like I said, you don't have to. You don't even got to win this fight, bro. All you got to do is compete. That's what motherfuckers looking for, to see how Bud handled Kell Brook. Could he handle him better than Earl Spence handled him? The triangle theory. So only thing, Kell, and I'm not saying don't go out here trying to win, But all you gotta do is go here and compete against this motherfucker. Put on a good ass fight. If he can put on a good ass fight to show that the competition is right there with Terence Bud Crawford, he put himself right back where he need to be for 2 to 3 more bigger fights in and out his career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Entertaining fight. I like it. If Bud go out there and whoop Kell Brook ass, he get all the credit. And if he stop Kell Brook, it's a statement made to me.
Yeah, man. Man, I'm excited about it. I know my man Batman, he wasn't feeling this shit because he's saying, he's saying Kell Brook washed up. But see, this the thing, hey, Terence Bud Crawford,
Batman, what's going down, fam? I'm back,
Yeah. Let me get some shout out. Mello off in the building. What's happening with it? He said, is the fight in the UK? Nah, the fight ain't gonna be in the UK. It ain't gonna be in the UK. It's gonna be over here. I don't think they got no venue yet though, but they working on that now. Let me see. Mr. Reds J2 off in the building. He says Brook coming off 2 KOs and a UD. He still got it. Lesser comp, but it's no different than Bud's competition. Hey, man, and I'm gonna say this, right? Everybody looking at Bud like Bud's just gonna run through Kell Brook, and I'm looking at it like this. This could be a very, very tough fight for Bud Crawford that he could very well lose, or it could be a real easy fight for Bud Crawford, But that's the cold thing about this fight. You can say what you want, but we really don't know because it's all depending on what Kell Brook we get. We don't know what Kell Brook we gonna get. We know what Bud Crawford we gonna get. We know Bud Crawford always gonna be in shape. We know he always gonna come to fight, right? We don't know what Kell Brook we gonna get. We fuck around and get the the Errol Spence Kell Brook. Bud Crawford's in trouble. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He in trouble if we fuck around and get the Kell Brook that stepped in the ring in 2017 with Errol Spence. He in trouble. Y'all can think what you want and say what you want, but if we get that Kell Brook, Bud Crawford is in trouble. He ain't never been in the ring with nowhere near that caliber, with nobody near that level. He ain't never been in the ring with nobody near that level. If we get that old Kell Brook from 2017, 2016, right? But if we get a washed up Kell Brook, like a lot of people think he washed up, a lot of people been saying he washed up. If we get a washed up Kell Brook, Bud probably gonna go in there and stop him. He probably gonna go in there and stop him. But like I said, that's the thing about this fight. And we know when the betting lines come out, we know Kell Brook gonna be a huge underdog. I'm looking for Kell Brook to be a huge underdog when the betting lines come out. So hey, if you're a betting man, you might want to go put some bread on Kell Brook because we don't know what's gonna happen in this fight because we don't know what Kell Brook we're gonna see. If Kell Brook is able to make that weight and not be drained and be depleted, hey, Kell Brook got he got a lot of smoke for Terence Crawford. He got a lot of smoke for Terence Crawford. And Kell Brook is strong as an ox. He's strong as an ox. Rocky Marciano said Charlo scared of Harrison. I mean, what is you talking about?
Is he trolling?
Huh?
I said, is he trolling? What the hell?
First of all, why is your name Rocky? Why is another man got his Facebook profile name as Rocky Marciano? That's the first thing right there I want to know. But anyway, moving along. Mello, he says it's big for Bud's career, but not for boxing. Man, I don't know. I think like I said, man, I've been saying for the longest time, man, I ain't had no problem with this fight. That's just me. And hit my like button when you in the building. Hit the like button. I ain't had no problem with this fight. I mean, shit, it's better than any of them other dudes he was gonna go fight because he wasn't gonna fight Keith Thurman. He wasn't gonna fight Ugas. He wasn't gonna fight Danny and Spence and none of them. It's Sean Porter. So I mean, shit. The next best up is Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? You saying no to all. You saying no to everybody else that was available. And I'm not saying Danny Garcia and Errol Spence was available, but y'all get what I'm saying. The next best thing available was Kell Brook. You know, Pigeon Mike Tyson says Brook last chance got the crunk style. Now he says he loses. I don't want to see him again. And that's another thing, man. Money. That's another thing. Kell Brook ain't gonna go in there and lay down because see, Kell Brook knows that every time he's had a big step up fight, Triple G, Errol Spence, right? He won the one with Sean Porter, but that wouldn't he didn't have nothing to lose back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't nobody really know who he was back then. But ever since the Sean Porter, the 2 step up fights that he had, he lost. So Kell Brook know that he can't afford to lose another fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be no excuses for him. He know that. So don't think that Kell Brook ain't gonna come on his A game. Don't think he ain't gonna train the hardest, that he's trained in years. And we all know that fighters, when you fighting a Michael Zarafa or Liam's and these dudes that don't nobody give a fuck about, it's kind of hard for a lot of these fighters to get up for that, especially a fighter like Kell Brook that we see blow up in weight. Obviously his mind ain't 100% focused on boxing. He ain't his drive ain't always there. So, it takes somebody like a Terence Crawford to get him up, So it's gonna be a whole different ball game. 92 AKU off in the building. He says, so if Bud looks really good, it's because Kell Brook's not the same. I ain't say that. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be able to see very soon in this fight. Like I said, look. I mean, this is just it, right? If Kell Brook is the same, we gonna know it right off the bat. Because Bud Crawford's not running through no Kell Brook on his A game. I don't know if y'all think Bud Crawford's Superman or you know what I'm saying. Bud Crawford's never fought another A-level opponent. So this is what I'm saying, right? When you saw Errol Spence in the ring with another A-level opponent, he didn't look like he did against a motherfucking Chris Algieri, right? When you got an A-level opponent in the ring against another A-level opponent on their A game, you're never gonna see the same thing as you see when they fight a B-level opponent. I mean, when they fight like C and D and them lower class level opponents. You ain't gonna see it. You're gonna see tit for tat. I mean, go back and look at your boxing history. So if we gonna know right off the bat if Kell Brook is still the same Kell Brook, because if Kell Brook is still the same Kell Brook, Bud Crawford ain't running through him. Now, if Bud Crawford run through him, I'm not gonna give no excuse to Kell Brook, but we all know if Bud Crawford runs through him, it ain't the same Kell Brook that we seen back when Kell Brook was on his A game. Because I don't care who you are, if you tell me that Bud Crawford could run through Kell Brook in his prime on his A game, right? You don't know shit about boxing. It's just simple as that. Bud Crawford ain't Superman. We've seen Bud Crawford struggle with opponents that was less that wasn't A-level fighters. So I'm not gonna take nothing away from Bud Crawford. I'm gonna give him his full credit. But in the back of my mind, I'm gonna know that Kell Brook wasn't the same Kell Brook. So let's just hope that they both on their A game, right? And let's hope to see a great fight. That's all we could do. Mr. Rez J2 says, I'm gonna get rich off them lines. What you plan on doing? What you plan on doing? Let me see. Pigeon Mike Tyson says 2 titanium plates on his eye too. Maybe okay now. Bone fused back in 2017, right arrow. I ain't putting no. I mean, I think he gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna make that eye socket excuse. I did make it in the EJ fight, and I'm not making it now. And I didn't make it in none of his fights, you know what I'm saying, leading up to these fights. We ain't gonna go there. We not doing that. For real.
Yeah, 3 fights after that shit. Ain't no, it's not socket. Okay.
Yeah, we not doing that. That's what we not gonna do. We not gonna make no excuse for Kell Brook talking about, oh well, if his eyes, no, that's not what we gonna do. 92 AKU, he says we have seen A versus A fighters, Wilder Fury 2, Ward versus Kovalov 2, Canelo Kovalov. No. First of all, in Wilder and Fury 2, Fury cheated. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't right. Ward and Kovalov, if you go back to Ward and Kovalov, the first fight, Andre Ward and Kovalov was a tooth and nails fight. It was tit for tat, right? If you go to Ward and Kovalov too, I was ringside for both of them fights. You feel me? So I know. And I had big money on both of them fights. As a matter of fact, I still got my fight tickets and my betting slips that I won. And both of them fights, the second fight was a very close fight up into the 6th to 7th round when Ward just started taking over. Go back and look at the fight. And Canelo and Kovalov, I mean, if you think that fight was straight up, if you think that Kovalov didn't throw that fight, come on, man. So yeah, you talking about those are blowouts. No, they wasn't. Because because the Canelo and Kovalov fight, man, come on now. Why would you even put that up there? Come on, my man. Why would you even put that up there? Where have you ever seen Kovalov fight like that? He wouldn't put no power behind none of his shots. None. What did you, real quick, Money, what did you think about that Kovalov and Canelo fight?
Which fight was that? Say it again, bro.
The Kovalov, the Sergey Kovalov and Canelo fight. I'm saying that fight, you could tell that Kovalov was just in there to get that bag. He was throwing, like, I ain't never seen him fight like that before. What you think about that Kovalov Canelo fight?
Yeah, when you look at it, it did look a little. I'm like, damn, what the hell he doing? And like, he wasn't even trying to throw hard punches and shit. But at the same time, I don't know if he was trying to pace himself for the second round or not. But overall, Canelo knocked his ass out. I was looking at it like, I thought, we know Kovalov fight with more intensity than that. You know what I'm saying? But just looking at the fight overall, when I was watching it, I was looking at it like, damn, is he throwing hard shots or what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Canelo ain't really hit him with shit to make him feel like he open to get countered. But I don't know if he was trying to pace himself for 12 rounds or what the fuck Kovalov was trying to do. But, you know, I just take it for what it is, man. His ass at the end of his road, he had the title, like you say. He wasn't pissed off about the fight. Afterward, he in the hotel room with his wife, with a you know what I'm saying, living a life. So it could have been shit. It's my biggest payday. I really don't give a fuck. So it was a little suspicious to me, bro.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like Money said, when have you ever seen a man excited and smiling because he got knocked out, right? When have you ever heard a man after a fight do an interview and say, you were telling the fans that y'all were stupid if you thought I was going to win that fight? The fucking man, he told you. He said, y'all were stupid if you thought I was going to win that fight.
Kathy said some shit like that too with her.
And Kathy Duva came out before the fight and was telling y'all like, oh, they had big plans, you know, for Kovalov already, win or lose. They telling y'all what was going down. Kovalov took that bag. He wasn't trying to win that. Come on now. If a man got over 30-something fights and all of a sudden he ain't putting no power on his punches, when a dude like Kovalev, I mean, when he throw punches, all of his punches usually be with bad intentions. But all of a sudden you punching, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't even, he wouldn't even going at sparring speed. Come on, man. Curtis Anderson says Crawford will beat the brakes off of Brook. We gonna see, because like I said before, if we get Brook, if anybody come in here and tell me that Kell Brook, if Kell Brook can be the Kell Brook that we seen back when Kell Brook was in his prime on at his A level, that Terence Crawford could beat the brakes off of that Kell Brook, I'm gonna tell you a lie. It ain't happening. Honestly, okay, Money. Give me your honest answer. And like I said, me and you we don't agree on everything, but give me your honest answer. If Kell Brook, a prime Kell Brook, do you think Terence Crawford can run through a prime Kell Brook?
No, I don't, bro. I feel like this. Like I say, man. Even the Kell Brook now, man. I'm telling y'all, the man got confidence. He got his shit back up. I see my bro Batman say he don't have a proper training camp. He been training, Paige. He been training, bro. Trust and believe. They knew this fight was already signed, sealed, and delivered before we knew it, bro. Behind the scenes, they knew what it was, bro. So he been training for a while now. He been training for a while now. You know what I mean? This thing is just getting the weight down. But even now, bro, Kell Brook is going to, like I said, I got Crawford winning the fight. Let's not get that misunderstood, bro. But he going hurt. He gonna make it competitive. He gonna make it competitive. You know what I mean? And if I'm wrong, I'll come back and say I'm wrong. But me, knowing the Kell Brook that I know, bro, knowing this opportunity that's coming in front of him, Kell Brook ass can fight. The motherfucker can fight. Regardless of what y'all want to say. Like I say, after Earl Spence, all he did was win 3 fights in a row to get him his confidence back. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that confidence back in you, and you get up there with a top star like Terence Crawford, and you know there's an opportunity for you to put yourself back in that position where you once was, and somebody like Kell Brook, he gonna come in that bitch and give it his all, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing to lose. Kell Brook ain't got nothing to lose. He got everything to gain. So the pressure not on him. You know what I'm saying? The pressure not on him. You did. So like I said, all he gotta do is compete, man. All he gotta come to this fight do is compete and show people that he is at that level and he can hang at that level. You know what I mean? So like I say, the fight is made, man. November 14th? November 14th, go tell it all. But in my opinion, I feel like the man will come out, he gonna compete, and I got Bud winning hands down. But I don't got Kell. I mean, I don't see Bud stopping Kell. If he stop him, it's a statement to me. But I feel like Kell is gonna make it all 12. He gonna make it competitive, bro. This Kell Brook right here, this Kell Brook is gonna make this fight competitive. Kell Brook is a strong, solid fighter, man. I gotta understand. He a big 150. I mean, a big welterweight fighting at 154 right now. A lot of people think he gonna struggle make weight, but like I say, he know the sacrifice he got to make weight, and I'm quite sure he been making those sacrifices months ago because they knew this fight was gonna be signed, sealed, and delivered. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming, and I don't knock nobody who feel the way they feel about Kell Brook. Some people think he washed up. Some people think he doing it for a paycheck. This, that, and the third. November 14th, one of us gonna be right. But right now, to me, I feel like that motherfucker coming to compete, bro. You know what I mean? And I want to see I heard the money was out, so I want to see what they getting paid for the fight.
Yeah. And like I said, don't get me wrong. I think that Terence Crawford is going to beat Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that. I think he's going to beat Kell Brook. But the reason I think that is because, from me looking at Kell Brook's, past couple fights, Kell Brook didn't impress me his past few fights. His last fight, he looked good, but that was against a motherfucker that was a complete bomb. But Kell Brook didn't impress me his last few fights since the EJ fight. But like I said, it may be because them dudes he couldn't get up for. We don't know. It's the thing. It's a big mystery behind Kell Brook because even though he didn't look good, we still have not seen him lose a fight since he lost to EJ in 2017. So we don't know. This is I think. So I'm telling you, I think that Terence Crawford will beat him. But I'll tell you like this. I don't think that Terence Crawford on his A game, right, could beat in prime Kell Brook in his prime. So, 2017, 2016 Kell Brook. I don't think that Terence Crawford could beat that Kell Brook. From what I've seen from Terence Crawford in the welterweight division, I just don't see it.
Let me say this. Okay, my dude, Batman. Say he was talking about Kovalev. Oh, I do agree with that too. He didn't have a proper training camp. I agree with that too, bro. And that 10 million, looked good to his ass. So he ain't give a fuck about no training camp.
He didn't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mike Rhymes say Brook will beat him with the B game if he the same Brook that showed up against Triple G, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence. It's over. I wouldn't say a B game, but if, like I said, I believe, and y'all can believe what you want to believe. Everybody got their own opinion, but I believe Errol Spence, Kell Brook from 2017, 2016, if he that same Kell Brook, I think he could beat Terence Crawford at 147. I just do because I don't see nobody in the welterweight division right now touching that nigga with the shag. And if y'all don't know who the nigga with the shag is, that's what I call the vintage, Errol Spence. The Errol Spence, the 2017, 16, 15, 14, that, I call him the nigga with the shag. He was a different type of beast. I don't see nobody in the welterweight division messing with him. I don't see Terence Crawford touching him back then. So what Kell Brook did was impressive, even though he still got his ass whooped, but he fought a hell of a fight. MJM Boxing, he says, don't underestimate Brook. Real talk. 92 AKU says, when have you seen Wilder fight like that? Did he throw it? Pull counter boxing off in the building. He says Canelo pick fighters to fight who are old and beyond their prime. He says he looks for them to start slipping, or Canelo tried to catch them on short training time, camp time. Canelo is trash, bro. But like I said, all I'm saying is if you get 2A level fighters in their prime, you never see the other one just wash the other. You never see that. You know what I'm saying? You rarely see one A-level fighter in his prime just run through another A-level fighter in his prime. You don't hardly see that in boxing. That's why that shit be tripping me out. That's why that shit tripped me out when y'all was, going so hard when Kell Brook, when Kell Brook gave Errol Spence a tough fight, or when Sean Porter gave Errol Spence a tough fight. And I'm like, what the fuck did you expect? That's what it's supposed to be. That's what great fights are. When the best fight the best, you're not just running through, you're not just running through your opponents when you fighting the best. I don't know nobody that has. If Crawford beats the brakes off of Brook, I might give him 50-50 versus Errol. I'm not going to make excuses that Brook ain't the same. I got Brook hands down. He says maybe by KO, and he can get that Errol rematch. Mr. Reyes J2, you say you got Kell Brook. Man, like I said, it's gonna be some good money if you put some money on Kell Brook and he mess around and pull it out. Like I said, if the betting lines is just crazy, I'm gonna put some money on Kell Brook. Why not? Canelo Full Counter says Canelo tried to offer Caleb Plant offer hard fight with short training camp time. Canelo is really a con artist in boxing. You know how he do. 92 AKU says prime Kell Brook was underrated, but that knife attack, he says, hey, do you believe the rumors about that? The knife attack, yeah, I remember when he had got stabbed. Yeah, I believe that he got stabbed. Mike Rhymes says that's why he scouted him at the Khan fight, and what he saw, he know he can whoop. Oh, you talking about when Kell Brook scouted him? I don't know. It's just like this. Like I said, he know he can't afford to lose again. But another thing is, how hard is it going to be for Kell Brook to make that weight? Kell Brook he's still looking big. You know what I'm saying? He's still looking big. Kell Brook is he's a stocky dude. He's not that tall, but his frame is big. Rory Vesco says, boys out here really sleeping on Brook. He says, and overestimating Crawford's power. We really haven't seen Crawford get hit by a true welterweight. He gonna have to show me. I mean, they say Evans Kavaliauskas pack power, but the Green Machine, he ain't nowhere near the caliber fighter as Kell Brook. You feel me? Mike Rhymes says, but Brook has fought a lot of wars with elite fighters and did very well in the power. He says, and that power is too much for the chin. Yeah, Dream Chaser off in the building. What's good? Batman say, if the Kell Brook who fought Sean Porter and Errol Spence, and if he hit Bud with them shots, he said Sean and Errol stood up. He says if he hit Bud with them shots, Sean and Errol stood up to might stop Bud or no, Bud Chin is suspect. Yeah. I mean, like I said, let's see how he take a punch against Kell Brook. We're gonna see, like I said, yeah, don't sleep on this fight. This ain't no motherfucking Rudy Poot ass fight right here. This a real fight, y'all. Don't sleep on this fight. Dream Chaser CJ says Crawford got this fight on lock. We'll see. I hope he don't go there. I mean, he ain't gonna go in there. Crawford been training. We already know Crawford ready. So it's all up to Kell Brook. Like I said, this ain't about Terence Crawford to me, because we know what Terence Crawford we gonna get. We know what we gonna see out of Terence Crawford. We know that he always on his A game. This is about what Kell Brook we get. We don't know that. We don't know. Like I said, like I was saying about EJ, you didn't fucked up if once you get that nigga with the shag to come back. Hey, with Kell Brook, you didn't fucked up. If Mr. Charlie Brownie, if the Charlie Brownie man come back, you didn't fucked up. So we'll see. Daniel Parr says Brook hasn't won a welterweight match in over 4 years. Well, Brook ain't been in no welterweight match in over 3 years. So I mean, it makes sense. Parbot says, I've watched Kell Brook box so many times, and he has been underestimated as a welterweight. We got to see what he looked like as a welterweight. This is, like I said, that's why I'm excited about this fight, because it ain't too many times in boxing we get a fight that we don't really know what's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to go down. We don't know what's going to go down. Y'all can sleep on this fight if you want to. Mark Shu says, I think Brook is underrated, but if Crawford doesn't win decisively, fans will say he got exposed. Nah, it's not about that. It's about that you got a Kell Brook that you thought was washed up that wasn't really washed up. Like I said, Brook, this fight is going to go one or two ways, or one or three ways. Either Terence Crawford is going to go in there and watch Kell Brook because Kell Brook ain't going to be the same, or Terence Crawford is going to go in there and have a tough fight with Kell Brook because Kell Brook is not washed up, or Terence Crawford is going to go in there and lose to Kell Brook because Kell Brook is not washed up. It could go one or three ways. We don't know. Catfish Hunter off in the building. He says Brook going to get that work. I already know, that's your favorite fighter. Of course you're going to say that, Terence Crawford, your favorite fighter, but he might get that work. That's why we got to wait to the fight. We got to wait and see. We got to wait and see, we got to wait and see. I got a question mark in my head when I see Kell Brook versus Terence Crawford. I got a question mark in my head because I don't know what Kell Brook we're going to get. But in the upcoming weeks leading up to this fight, I think we'll get to see more and more what Kell Brook we're going to get, because, we're going to get the Floyd. You say Floyd your favorite fighter. No, Floyd is not an active fighter no more. So I'm talking about right now as an active fighter, Terence Crawford. Man, come on now. You didn't argue me down tooth and nails about how Terence Crawford is going to beat Errol Spence time and time again. So you can't tell me that Terence Crawford ain't your favorite active fighter. Let me see. Dipset. Parbat, I think that's how you said. He said chocolate brownies. You better believe it. Just he said you better believe it. Just ask Porter and Spencer. You know he from the UK. The man said Spencer. That ever Spencer, the kid ever Spencer. He said this guy got power. That's why Aaron Khan doesn't want it. Oh yeah, Khan been ducking Errol Spence his whole life. I mean, Khan been ducking Kell Brook his whole life. 92 AKU says hope it's not pay-per-view because it's not a pay-per-view fight. Man, ain't nobody buying it. I mean, I like the fight. I might even would buy that, but you know, Terence Crawford, he ain't really been doing too good at selling pay-per-views. So I don't think they're gonna put that on pay-per-view. But who knows, man? Who knows? Brooke since C's number 9 says he says Brooke beat Porter, and I think Porter beat Crawford. He said Brooke beats Porter, and I think Porter beats Crawford. Hey, we might, like I said, we gotta see Crawford in there with them type of cats. But now we'll get to see finally, you know. John Page says, y'all forget he was once the boogeyman at one time at welterweight. I ain't forgot. He didn't nobody want that smoke with him but EJ. The only one that wanted to smoke with Kell Brook when Kell Brook had that IBF strap is Errol Spence. That's why because see, it was like this. Didn't none of them dudes want to fight Errol Spence? None of them did, right? And then none of them dudes wanted to fight Kell Brook. So Errol Spence, he was like, man, the only route I could go is the IBF route. So he went the IBF route, but let's not forget that didn't nobody want to fight Kell Brook but EJ, but Kell Brook didn't want to fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? The fans and the media forced Kell Brook into taking that fight. You feel me? Because he didn't want to take that fight. Mike Rhymes says that's why Bud must win by KO. That Chin cannot hide for 12 rounds against an elite puncher at the 147. Todd Swindle from that ATL off in the building. He says Crawford fighting on November 14th is him trying to take some shine from EJ fighting on November 21st. He better win. We'll see. My man Kurt Anderson says it's going to be on ESPN, so it's not going to be on pay-per-view. Catfish Hunter, he says still Floyd, bro. That doesn't mean Crawford my favorite fam. Just because I think he beat Spence, that's just my opinion. Same as your opinion, bro. That's why, and I say again, Floyd my favorite fighter. So you don't have no favorite fighter that's fighting right now. So Catfish Hunter, you gonna tell me you don't have no favorite fighter in the game that's fighting right now? When you'll go back and forth with me for 2 hours arguing how good Terence Crawford is, but you ain't got no favorite fighter that's fighting right now. We ain't talking about Floyd Mayweather that ain't really had no fight since 2015. That Conor McGregor, you can count that if you want to, but other than that, yeah. 92 AKU says if they both win, good. That's just gonna bang drums louder for them to fight. Yeah, I mean, if they both, if you see Errol Spence and Terence Crawford both come out with big victories, I think it's gonna set it off. It's gonna set it off. I think that you're gonna get, and it's a great thing that you're gonna put Terence Crawford on ESPN for everybody to see it. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that this Terence Crawford and Kell Brook fight is going to be a big fight for the fans, and everybody's gonna watch it because it's free. You dig? You got the UK and you got the US. Everybody gonna tune in and watch it because it's free. Saturday, what else you gonna do on the Saturday? Football ain't on. Basketball gonna be going off. We got college football going on, but everybody gonna tune into that fight, and it's probably gonna come on right after the college football game. So everybody already gonna be watching ESPN, right? Bob Arum ain't no dummy. You feel me? He ain't no dummy. He's smart. But what we gotta do, if Terence Crawford win this fight, he's going to have to get on the mic and call out Errol Spence Jr. He can't do that shit that he usually does with saying, "Oh, I want everybody. just whoever they put, I want everybody. No, you got to get in the ring. If you win that fight against Kell Brook, you got to get on the microphone and you got to say it loud and clear, and you have to call out Errol Spence, right? It ain't nothing else you can do. It ain't I want to fight everybody. No, you got to mention that man's name, right, directly and specifically. And that's what he got to do. He got to start, making some noise. Let me see. Chino Figueroa says Kell Brook is going to give Crawford a run for his money. This is the fight that's going to say how good Crawford is. Man, I feel you. 92 AKU says your fighter is going to lose by TKO tomorrow. Who's my fighter? KP from KC5 off in the building. Catfish Hunter said that Errol Spence and Crawford fight ain't happening no time soon. You might be right, my man. Catfish, you might be right. He says 92 AKU says you 100 right on this. No BS. Bud has to say Spence's name on the mic. Yeah, he got to say it loud and clear. Big Dose 513 off in the building. He said because he don't want everybody. He turned Keith down, an excellent challenger with only one loss. Hey, he sure did that. Leonard says Bud fighting EJ's leftovers. I'm not even finna, I'm not gonna shit on him like that. We gonna see what he do. What's good, Money? What you gotta say?
For us.
Just this whole situation is, your excitement about this fight. Is you excited about it? What Kell Brook are you looking to come in the ring on? On that November the 14th.
A hungry Brook, bro, because this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, it be certain fights that get certain fighters up. And like I say, Brook was looking for that big fight. You see how he wanted that fight with EJ. He wanted that shit back bad. He wanted that shit back bad, but he couldn't get it. So, and he felt like he's ready for it. He felt like he deserved it. So when I see this, bro, like he understand, like everybody want Bud and EJ, right?
Right.
What's the best way again to rematch with EJ by going in there and beating a Terence Bud Crawford and snatching the WBO scrap? Not saying it's gonna happen, but in this head, he like, if I can get this motherfucker back. If I go in here and beat this motherfucker, that a lot of people saying the number one pound for pound fight, like he finna be up for this fight, bro. He finna be up for this fight. I'm telling you, this not no American shit right here. This ain't none of that American shit, bro. He not finna go in there and lay down. He not finna go in there and not give it 100%. If anything, this the fight he gonna leave it all in the ring for. You know what I'm saying? If anything, this gonna be the fight where he say, "Fuck it, I'm going all out." And he going in there, man, to put on a hell of a show, bro. Kell Brook, I take him for his word, bro. Kell Brook, a man of his word to me. I don't know about to nobody else, but to me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the man gonna go in there and give it his all. He not afraid, man. Dude not afraid of Terence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He faced the best of the best. Shit. So now you're going in there understanding what you up against. Bud a motherfucking monster. Bud ain't no pushover, ain't no bitch, but he believe in his skills as well. You know what I'm saying? Kell Brook is still a top 10 welterweight. You know what I mean? If he comes to 147, he would be considered a top 10 welterweight. So there's nowhere in hell you can just go in there and people can say, "Oh yeah, we looking at Brook, he ain't gonna be this and be that." Like I said, I picked Bud to win the fight. Let's not get this shit misunderstood. But I'm not going to count Kell Brook out and say the man not going to give it 100%. I knew what was going to happen with that American fight. I knew American was going to bitch up and bitch out, and I knew Bud was going to stop him. You know what I'm saying? Just like I know Kell Brook for the go. I know Kell Brook was going to stop American. That's why American never wanted that smoke.
Amir Khan did not want that. I ain't never seen nobody run. See, everybody talking about Keith Thurman running from EJ. Nah, you can't compare that, man. Amir Khan been running from Kell Brook his whole life.
Facts, and still won't give him the fight. Knowing that's a big ass fight for both of them to make money off of. Knowing it, you try to pay that A-side card and shit, but that shit got to leave in the building once Brook got to fight Earl and Triple G, and you know what I'm saying, make a little paper. But overall, bro, look. Like I say, man, people got their minds, but you ain't gonna convince no grown motherfuckers to believe shit. And I ain't here to convince no grown motherfucker. But I'm telling you what I think. You know what I'm saying? And I think this man coming into the ring, he gonna come into the ring 100% or have the best of his ability that he could. No fighter is 100% going into the ring, but he gonna be in the best shape of his that he can be in. He gonna go in with a good ass game plan, and he gonna give it his all, bro. Win, lose, or draw. And it ain't that he lose. I'm telling y'all, it's how he lose. I see dudes say, "Oh man, if he lose, I don't want to ever see him fight again." But what if he go in there and put up a hell of an effort? You know what I'm saying? Put up a hell of an effort. So people say, "God damn, that boy fought the shit out of Terence Crawford." You know what I mean? Like he up for the fight, bro. He up for it. Like I say, he know what he up against. So if he go in there, man, and put up a hell of a fight, Kell Brook put himself right back in position to get 2 to 3 more big fights on his way out the door of his career, man. You know, let's not get this shit misunderstood. I got Bud winning the fight hands down. You know, but I'm giving Kell the respect that he deserves, man. The man ain't did shit but win after Errol Spence Jr. 3-fight win streak, 2 knockouts. You know, and this fight gonna make him hungry again. Certain fighters, once they get hungry again, man, they get on their shit. You know what I'm saying? They get on their shit. You feel me? So if he held his own with Earl early on in the fight, held his own with Porter, you know, he good enough to hold his own with Terence Crawford. You know? So I'm looking forward to a good ass fight November 14th.
Right. And I'm saying, I guess this my man Kwame, he posted this, you know, and this is supposed to be Kell Brook right now.
Told y'all the man been training, man.
If that's Kell Brook right now, do that look like he ain't taking this shit serious? Hey, if that's him right now, like my man posted, if that's him right now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Terence Crawford in trouble, because when you got a washed up fighter, they ain't looking like that. By the time when they washed up,
you can't call Kell Brook washed up though, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying me.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what most people saying.
Right.
Kwame off in the building, and I appreciate you, Kwame, for supporting the channel in that Cash App. And y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all support the channel on the Cash App.
Man, Kwame had our little differences back in the days and shit, but you know, we talked and got that shit out the way, you know what I mean? Salute to Kwame and everything you're doing, man. Like I say, Kwame, you welcome on my platform whenever, bro. And in the future, when you get your shit set up, bro, I most definitely will fuck with you, bro. From one Spence fan to another, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Kwame East, man. Doing big things, and everybody that's in the building. If you're not on Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk, y'all go make sure that y'all go, you know, on Facebook. Y'all go join Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. I mean, it'd be some heated debates. Errol Spence's family, all his people up in there, all Terence Crawford's people up in there, and you know, shit, it's all love, but you know what I'm saying? They be going at it. You know, they be going at it. So y'all make sure y'all go, go join Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk on Facebook. I'm not, my bad. Loyal to the Game Boxing. Corey Moore off in the building. KP from KC5 says, Bud biggest challenge by far. Brook is better than Postal to me. Oh, yeah, definitely. Mark Shue says, imagine if Kell Brook at 34 would Bud and then avenge his loss to Spence. Hey, shit, if he did some shit like that, he'll go down in the history, but I don't see that happening. Kell Moore says, Kell Brook is about to go to war with Crawford. Yeah, man. Parbat says Amir Khan doesn't want to lose to another British boxer, especially Brook. Yeah, he been running his whole life from Kell Brook. What Oprah say on Purple Rain? On Color Purple. I've been fighting my whole life. Yeah, hey, Amir Khan been running his whole life from Kell Brook. He been running his whole life. Corey Moore says, money to God, speaking facts. Real talk. Chino Figueroa says Amir Khan and Kell Brook would have been an amazing fight. They would have made a lot of money, but Amir Khan knows that he has a glass jaw. He didn't want to get embarrassed he didn't want to get embarrassed in his country. That's what it was. He just didn't want to give Kell Brook that satisfaction of getting that country love, because there was a fight, right, where the whole UK was gonna ride behind the winner of that fight, and the loser of that fight was gonna have to face that embarrassment. And Amir Khan wasn't too comfortable with his chances in that fight. He was cool with losing to somebody, one of these Americans, right? But he ain't want to lose to his own countryman over there that he had a grudge with since they was growing up. Robert Drummond, what's good with it? Big Dose 513 says, he talking to KC. Yeah, but man, looking forward to this. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what y'all say. Everybody that's saying that this ain't no fight and this ain't, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to see this shit. I guarantee you that you're going to be tuning into ESPN, right? With your palms itching, ready to see this fight happen. I guarantee you is. So I ain't going to sit up here and tell you that this fight ain't shit and I don't want to see this fight. I'm not going to do that. Like I said, I'm just glad that he's finally fighting somebody with a name. I was going to be pissed off if he had came out and fought one of these Liams from the UK, or one of these no-name dudes. I'm just glad, hey, it's on and popping. In boxing, with all of the shit that's been going on in 2020, at one point we didn't even know if we would go see boxing this year, right? At one point, even when boxing came back, we didn't even know if we was gonna get any of the big fights. And I gotta admit, at the end of the day, 2020 for boxing is turning out very well. It's turning out very well. Got some big fights going on. Look at all the big fights that we got coming. Chino Figueroa says, yo, I've been saying that forever, 100%. Big Dose say, I think Brook has a great chance of beating Bud for real. He do. If he come in, if he ain't washed up, if he the same Kell Brook, he got a very high chance. Robert Drummond says, all good is waiting for tomorrow. He says, all is good, wait for tomorrow. Yeah, real talk. So let's go ahead and dive into it, right? Let's dive into it. Before we dive into it, give me your picks, right, in the comment section while we talking about this. As we talking about this, in the comment section, I want y'all to put who do y'all have winning the two main events tomorrow night. Just put it in the comment section while we cooking on this subject. Now, one thing I gotta say is before we even get into it, everybody that's on here, hit my like button. It don't take no time and don't cost nothing. Hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, The Cash App is right there, scrolling across the screen. I come on here and do this every day for y'all. Support the channel. And oh shit, Curtis Anderson back in the building. He say Burchelt versus Valdez is ESPN December the 12th. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Chino Figueroa said, everything boxing and sports, you speak facts. I like this channel. You just got a new subscriber. Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for supporting. And everybody that's watching on Facebook, if you not subscribed to the channel, go to YouTube and subscribe to Everything Boxing and Sports on YouTube. And then right after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you get all of the notifications. And then after you do that, real quick, because we finna cook for y'all, right? After you do that, go over to Money Brown TV. Money, right? Not the money, not Money, Monnie, like you see on the screen. Money Brown TV. Go hit his subscribe button, right? Hit his bell icon, right? And he cook every night. He got guest host on there. Like I said, the week before last, he just had Derrick James on his show. He was the first one to have Derrick James, and we cooking over there at night, So make sure that y'all do that. If y'all real boxing fans, if y'all like to hear real unbiased boxing talk, go over there. and come over here. But so let's go ahead and get to cooking money. So this fight this weekend, it's on and popping. It's on and popping, right? We've been waiting for this pay-per-view for a while now. Now, I'm listening to a little bit. I had dropped in the barbershop conversations last night. I'm listening to him, and he says that he don't think this pay-per-view is going to do well at all, right? He says that he think that this pay-per-view, according to his breakdown and his math, he says that he think that this Charlo pay-per-view only going to do around 50,000 pay-per-view buys, right? Right. This is what Fred was saying. He said that he think that this pay-per-view only gonna do around 50,000 pay-per-view buys. That was his opinion on the fight. He says because he said he went back and he looked at the numbers on Showtime with the fight. What was it last week? The Erickson Lubin fight. He said Erickson Lubin only did 100 and something thousand on Showtime, right? So he said he did his calculation. And he think Robert Drummond said he just subscribed to you, money. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man.
So he says that according to his numbers and calculations from what Erickson Lubin did on Showtime, right, last weekend, right, he only got this fight doing on Showtime pay-per-view doing about 50,000, right, 50-some thousand, right now. One thing I got to say about that is you can't compare Erickson Lubin, even though it was free. You can't compare Erickson Lubin, right, on Showtime to Charlo's because you still got to think, right, because he was saying, well, basically, Showtime got their subscribers and it's free, but you got to think, Showtime is still a paid subscription, right? Still got to pay for Showtime, and then you got to think Erickson Lubin. He's not a big name at all yet in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Erickson Lubin is not a big name yet. To diehard boxing fans, you know who he is. But Erickson Lubin is not a big name yet. Nobody really covers Erickson Lubin like that. And not taking away nothing from Erickson Lubin because Erickson Lubin, one of my favorite fighters. He's one of my favorite fighters. But, I mean, the facts are the facts. So, a lot of people didn't even know that Erickson Lubin was fighting because they didn't promote the fight at all, really. So a lot of people didn't even know that Erickson Lubin was fighting. I know that because a lot of people was coming on my show saying that they didn't even know that that Erickson Lubin was fighting. So with that being said, I'm gonna hand it over to you, Money. What's your prediction? Do you think that this Charlo fight, this doubleheader pay-per-view, do you think that this fight is going to do well? Do you think it's going to do, decent numbers?
Hell, man, they're going to do way more than 50,000. I'm going to tell you that right now. Now, going up against the UFC, it'll have it's going to have some type of jump off. I won't lie about that. But I remember when Earl was going to fight Mikey Garcia. And I remember Ness and Kenny Porter. That's why I was pissed off at Kenny Porter. And I went that Ness motherfucking ass, but he came in my inbox trying to salvage the shit. But they said that Earl was gonna do less than 50,000. You know what I'm saying? So you can't predict the number game because we don't know what's gonna happen. Now we know, yeah, a lot of people don't want to hit that button about the pay-per-view. But the Charlos have a big following in Texas, man, and Houston. You know what I mean? Houston is a big ass city, and they support the Charlos. And like I say, it's not only the Charlos on the card. You have 5 championship fights. You got 5 championship fights. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them cats carry their own fan base that want to see them fight. You know what I mean? Different countries that want to see their fighters fight. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, we can't sit up here and act like we know what the number gonna be. But to say only 50,000, I would be fucking shocked if that pay-per-view only do 50,000. You know what I mean? I would be shocked. But overall, bro, I'm not saying they fit to be like I say the Earl and Danny is gonna do the most pay-per-views. And I said Tank and Leo go be after that, and then I say the Charlos and them go fall third. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at around maybe They might hit 200 buys. I mean, 180,000 somewhere around that mark. That's what I'm projecting. You know what I mean? So, but to say that they gonna do 50,000, bro, is just pure bullshit. That's just pure bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? If Bud can do 100 with motherfucking Victor Postal, you think the Cholos can't go over that? Like I say, man, it's more than just the Cholos on the card. You know what I mean? It's more than just the Cholos on the card. So I know we haven't seen the promotion and we haven't seen the big commercials and shit like that, or things like that of that nature. But trust me, bro, they doing over 50,000. They doing over 50,000. These are Cholo's first pay-per-view. I'm not looking for astronomical. I'm not looking for 350 or 400 or 500 and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm quite sure the networks ain't looking for 3 to 4 to 500. A cool 200,000 might be their mark. You know what I'm saying? 200 plus to make their money back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking forward to. Now, like I say, with the UFC happening, it might take a drop. So even if they're in a 150, 160, 170 range mark, you know what I mean? I'm gonna look at it like that. But people get caught up in the Floyd Mayweather shit and the Canelo numbers and things like that, to where everything got to be outstanding. Everything got to be outstanding. You know what I mean? Whatever the Cholos getting paid, it's about making your money back and some on the back end. You know what I mean? They're not getting paid 20 and 40 and $50 million, $100 million. So they don't need great numbers like that. Only thing they trying to do is make their money back and make them some on the back end. You know what I mean? So we got to look at how much they getting paid. You know what I mean? And tie that shit in with the pay-per-view numbers. So around 180, around 200,000 pay-per-view buys. I think that should be the Cholos range right now, bro. And I think that's what the network's projecting. I think that's what the network's projecting.
So who do you see having the bigger pay-per-view numbers? This Charlo fight or the Tank Davis fight?
Tank and Leo, without a doubt. Tank, because we got to look at it. Tank is the biggest star. And you got Mexico going up against Gervonta Davis. And like I said, we look at Gervonta Davis, Tank touching more than just the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? Tank touching the sport. He's touching football. He's touching baseball. He's touching the rap game. You know what I mean? He's touching even the females. Not saying that's going to translate to them pressing the button. But you got to understand, Tank got the machine of Floyd Mayweather behind him. You know what I'm saying? Long as Floyd behind him, he go talk. And that's why everything gonna take a drop because the fans not in the building, or you can't get the ticket sales and shit like that. But nonetheless, when Mayweather talk and Mayweather there, a lot of people still big fans of Floyd, bro, and a lot of people still follow Floyd for as entertainment, for as superstars and celebrities and shit like that. You know what I mean? And Floyd got the UK. Floyd got Floyd touched a lot of shit. You know what I mean? People underestimate Floyd machine, bro. Floyd is a machine. He's a machine. He's a brand. You know what I'm saying? And you got to respect that shit. So Tank got that brand behind him. He doing his own thing. You see what I'm saying? And what he just did in Atlanta and Baltimore, you got to respect that shit. That's why I respect Batman. Batman gave him love. Batman say, you just sold out in Baltimore. You sold out in Atlanta. Yo ass a star. So cut the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna translate to dollars for Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna translate to dollars. And I'm looking at Tank in the high 200s. The high 200s. Maybe touch 3. But I'm looking for Earl and Danny to most definitely do 3. I'm looking for Earl and Danny to most definitely do 3. You know what I'm saying? But we will find out. This shit is right around the corner. But the project 50,000 fucking pay-per-view buys for the Charlos, I think that's just a little disrespectful. And maybe a little bit of hate and stuff. I'm gonna call it for what it is. I just think 50,000 is just too steep, bro.
Yeah, man. Let me get through these comments, and then I'm gonna give y'all my take on what I think. Let me see. Hold on, let me get back. Calvin Johnson off in the building. What's good with you? He said, there you go, talking that boxing again. Salute to you. Pigeon Mike Tyson says, great channel. I appreciate the support. Calvin Johnson says, salute King. Talking about he talking to Kurt. Chino Figueroa says the Charlo twins got this W. Robert Drummond said he definitely going with the Charlos. Let me see. J.A. Dixon, salute. My boy Batman, he say, y'all acting like Kell Brook wouldn't fuck up everybody on Bud resume, but Bud won't even fight one person on Kell Brook's resume. He said, Sean, y'all need to stop acting crazy. Yeah, he said he won't even fight Sean Porter. Yeah, I mean, shit. What it looking like, let me see. Chino Figueroa said he been following the twins and they been grinding and hungry. Yeah, they hungry for real. Robert Drummond says, I appreciate y'all speaking boxing gospel, nothing but facts. We appreciate you, man, for the support. Ellie Dogbase says, I'm gonna have to let Jermall down on this one. I got Dervianchenko and Jermell. Okay. J.A. Dixon says, hit that like button. Yeah, for real. Listen, my man, hit that like button. Mr. Reds J2 says Harrison is he commentating the fight. He say Tony Harrison commentating the fight. Damn, that's gonna be interesting if he do. Corey Moore says Charlo twins should have had a bigger name opponents for this for their first pay-per-view debut. I mean, you can say that, yeah, but I mean, hey, look at the stakes for these fights. It can't be no higher stakes, especially in the Jermell Charlo fight. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't no higher stakes. I feel you about the names, but you know, you got a point about the names, but I mean, hey, look what's on the line. And then the Jermall Charlo, you got to look at it. It's the best fight and the best. That's what we want as boxing fans. I think this pay-per-view is more geared towards boxing fans. You dig what I'm saying? It's not really geared towards the casual fans. It's geared more towards the boxing fans. Robert Drummond says, if you are a fan of the sweet size, you're going to be tuned in. That's a fact. J.A. Dixon says, bottom line, the fights are good competitive championship fights. Facts. Corey Moore says, Tank is way bigger star than Charlo brothers. Big Dose he says, I think that's money. He says, I think that's right, money only due to the pandemic and people being out of work, or it would have been higher. Bruce Goes off in the building. What's up with it? Let me see. Big Dose says people would be surprised if you look up the rates for the Charlo brothers. J.A. Dixon says Harrison is supposed to be calling the fight on Fred's channel on Saturday. Oh, Tony Harrison gonna be over there on Fred's channel? Oh, okay. I ain't heard about that. But okay. Now, this is my thing, right? I gauge a lot of these fights by who calls me wanting to see the fight, right? So this morning, you know what I'm saying, my sister come through and she like, you, and I told y'all she grew up a huge fight fan, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She in the household with me and my pops, and we grew up on boxing. You know what I'm saying? So she grew up a huge fight fan, but you know, she in her 40s now. She will watch boxing, you know what I'm saying? But like ever since Roy Jones and you know was in, like, she don't watch boxing like that, you know. But when she called me asking me about a fight, I'm like, damn. You know about, like, so she first thing she asked me, hey, you having a fight this weekend? And I'm like, yeah. She like, okay. She like, you know, Lige want to come over with his friend and watch it. And that's my nephew. And my nephew, I know he don't watch boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't watch boxing like that. And he asking to come over to watch the fight. I know other people that didn't hit me up that don't watch boxing like that, right, at all, is asking me about the pay-per-view. So it might be, don't be surprised if this pay-per-view do bigger numbers than we thought it was going to be. You dig? Because like I said, it's people that's asking me about this pay-per-view that I know that don't watch boxing like that. They don't follow boxing like that. So don't be surprised if this pay-per-view do big numbers. What I do think is I think that they should have started the promotion of this fight way sooner. They didn't start promoting this fight until the week before last weekend, right? I think they should have started promoting it way sooner. So that's one thing I do think, but you know, like I said, don't be surprised if it do big numbers. I'm looking forward to do maybe in the low 200s. Maybe it could do more than that. I don't know, but like my man Money said, you got to think you got the Lakers playing. You got the Lakers playing in the Western Conference Finals, right? You also got college football that's going to be on, and you also got a big UFC event, right? You got a big time UFC card that's going to be going on too. And this is all at the same time as the Charlo's pay-per-view. So, you know, they got a lot of competition that's going on at the same time. I don't know, you know, what Showtime was thinking, you know, because if you were smart, I think they would have waited. They could have waited a week. You know, you could have put this card on next weekend, when you don't really got, you know what I'm saying, you don't got no competition. Why not put the card on next weekend where you have the spotlight all to yourself? So I don't know what they was thinking, but you know, don't be surprised if it do a lot of if it do bigger numbers than what you thinking it's gonna do. Because like I said, when you got people calling you that you know are not diehard boxing fans, that you know that don't really, you know, keep up with boxing like that, right? And they calling, asking about the fight. Well, you know, it's some interest in this fight. Even though they don't know who Jason Rosario or Sergey Derevyanchenko is, they know who the Charlo brothers is, right? They know who the Charlo twins is. So, you know, that says something in itself. Big Dose say it will, man. I'm telling y'all, the Charlo brothers have the highest ratings on regular cable out of the boxers. These is numbers people can look up for themselves. Yeah, and I mean, and go back and look at the Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison fight. You dig? That fight did numbers. D Radford off in the building. What's good with you? Ellie Dogbay says, okay. I think Money responded to him in the chat. Chino Figueroa says it's gonna do big number. It's gonna do good numbers. He said because of a pandemic brings people together, families together. It should make good numbers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to do, you know, a lot better numbers than a lot of people talking about. VDQ says reason they didn't choose October is because there's already 2 pay-per-views, Leo Santa Cruz and Teofimo Lopez. Would that be October? Oh yeah, it would be like the beginning of October if they did next week. Yeah, you right. You right, my dude. Oh shit. I forgot, man. That damn PlayStation 5. Man, my man's just texted me right now. I forgot they had the pre-sale for that PlayStation 5 today.
Piece of shit.
Damn, I wanted to go put my bid in on that joint too.
It's all about Xbox, man. It's all about Xbox, man.
I think I'm gonna switch over, Money. I think and the thing is I get these systems and don't never hardly play this shit. I just be getting it to say I got it. To say I got it, and if somebody wants some smoke on the sticks, you know, we could put the bread up. Money, come over to play. Yeah, I forgot what you was telling me about the PlayStation situation.
I can't work.
Yeah, I forgot about that, man. Telling you, man, you might want to close yourself down and get that back, you know, get that PlayStation 5, you know,
I ain't gonna be able to play that bitch, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I want to be able to press the button. Like you got to see how I had to learn how to, like I learned how to play the game with the PS, the PS2 because the controller was small and shit. But then I switched over when they made the Xbox controller compact like that, because you know my hands fucked up and shit. So how to work that motherfucking Xbox controller like that shit became like repetition to me. Then it's like muscle memory. So I use that motherfucker like I got 4 hands. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do that PlayStation because I ain't gonna be able to press them back buttons. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to press them L2s and that R2 and shit like that. You know, but I'm gonna see if they gonna make it compatible for us for a few games though. They should. If the motherfuckers be so high tech like that, the motherfuckers should be compatible to where you can play a few games off the Xbox. That motherfucker look good too.
Read this joint. Read that though. They see the Xbox ain't having none of that. Read that shit.
Crazy. PS5 VR motion controller is an Xbox beating game changer.
That's what he just sent me. Look at that shit.
Oh, that's that virtual shit, huh?
Man, Xbox they not having none of that.
Xbox go catch up.
Nah, I was reading some shit. They said they ain't having none of that.
I mean, that's just you know, it's gonna be limited to what they do with it. But I mean, that's nice though. I ain't go front.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna have to switch over. I'm gonna have to switch over.
That shit is cold though. I can't set up for a stunt. That shit is cold. Yeah. So games like that, key that virtual shit where you put it on your face.
I just play football. You know, I just play the sports game. But if anybody want any smoke on that Madden, when that new Madden come out on that PS5, you know, get at me.
We ain't gonna talk about how whoop Keon ass in that boxing though. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah. You got me in that boxing, but you know what I'm saying, you looking at the champ right here in Madden. That you know what I'm saying. You only as good as your last game, and I was better. So
but I still got more games though.
Hey, well, hey, let me see what they talking about. He say Big Dose 513. He says plus the only way people can see it is either still it or pay-per-view. Nobody can go to the fight. Yeah, that's real. All them people that usually go to the fight and spend all that money going to the fight, I be one of them. We can't go to the fight. You gotta watch it on TV. You gotta steal it or buy the pay-per-view. J.A. Dixon says, I thought Lopez and Loma was on ESPN Plus. Nah, it is on ESPN. Yeah, you right. That Lopez Loma is not a pay-per-view fight. So
ESPN, yeah. But I was happy. I was happy as fuck. I say, man, thank you. Because I thought about all them damn fucking pay-per-view fights. I'm like, God damn. About $1,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah. Big Dose he said, yup. That PlayStation is the shit. He says, money, come on over to the light, family. Real talk. Oh, you want some smoke? Hit me up. Big Dope. Hit me up. Like I said, add me on I just really you know what I'm saying? I don't really be on what's the joint? What's the joint you've been trying to get me to mess with? Instagram. But you know, go over to Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Add me on Instagram. It's Mr. _everything boxing, but Mr. _everything boxing Mr. everything boxing. Go, you know, and then you know, send me a hit my DM, like I said, and because I'm gonna have that PlayStation 5 when it come out. I'm gonna switch on over. Yeah, man, Robert Drummond, that fight gonna be, man, I can't wait. Like I said, we got a lot of big fights coming up. Right? As boxing fans, man, we gotta be excited as boxing fans. Man. So man, that's it, man. What you got, you know, we gonna go over there, you know, check out my man Blue Blood Sports TV. Before we get up out of here, make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Everything Boxing and Sports, if you're not already a subscriber. Before we get up out of here, Money Brown, what you got?
Man, much love to the people in the chat, man. Make sure I keep following my bro Keon, do great work. Like I say, a great boxing mind, an unbiased mind when it comes to this real boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no ass kissing. You ain't gonna get no one side of the fence this way or that way. Might pull for his favorite fighters, but still, he gonna keep it real on this shit. You know what I mean? Just keep following the bro. The bro doing great work. Make sure y'all follow me, like you said, on Money Brown TV. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Money_the writer. We do great work over there as well. And for the people who can't see the fight, I will be streaming the fight tomorrow on Instagram. So if you ain't got nowhere to see the fight, come on over to Money_the writer. You know what I'm saying? We going up. You might catch one of your favorite fighters jumping in and out the live stream. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, y'all just keep rocking. We gonna keep pushing and keep giving y'all great content, man. That's always leave out big dog status, family.
Daniel Parra, I see you. I appreciate it, fam. And you know, salute to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that came in and supported in the chat. Big Dose says my username. Like I said, Big Dose, hit me in Messenger on you know, hit me on Instagram in my Messenger and give me your info, and then we can link up, right? Because I don't even got a PlayStation 4. I don't got no play. I was on Xbox, but I'm gonna switch over. But like I said, salute to everybody. I see you, Robert Drummond. Appreciate you. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Like I said, we're gonna be back on here on Monday, same time, same place, you know, and we're gonna be covering everything that went down this weekend. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you, Money Brown, for, you know, coming over here messing with me. Hit my like button before y'all leave out, and y'all already know what I do. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. And anything ain't everything, but around here, everything boxing. I'm out.